What is up, you guys? So we're back here with another video. So we're gonna give an update on the mini bike, and I know I was supposed to make a whole video of building it. Sadly, it's still not done, but I have most of it put together. I don't know if you can see it in the background. There was also a little surprise that came up. The motor that I originally showed you guys in the YouTube shorts was it was basically like a GX390 clone, but now I got my hands on the 420, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now. It's already mounted up, but you guys are gonna enjoy it. Also, another thing, the Grom is still here, it's not going anywhere. There will be content coming out with the Grom soon. I just been working on the mini bike and I haven't gotten around to do anything with it, but let me show you guys the mini bike and what is looking like right now. All right, so here it is, guys. So the mini bike here is mostly put together. It is missing a couple things. I know I didn't make a video, but next time you see it in the video, this thing will be running. But just to show you, look at the gas tank mounts on this one compared to the old one. I'll probably put up a picture right now to show you guys the difference. And I know you might be thinking, why is this cover blue if it's a Predator 420? Well, I actually kept this cover because it was blue. I liked it more, and luckily it fit on the 420. So now this motor is basically a 420. I already removed the governor as well, so good luck. Let's see how it runs. Oh, that thing fell. But things I need on the mini bike are a carburetor. So this one is just 26 millimeter I had laying around. I just threw it on there just, you know, to test it out, at least to see if it started up. But it's a 26 millimeter. I am waiting on a 34 millimeter. It's on the way, as well as a gas tank here. Just a temporary one. It's like a plastic one, but you know, we'll see how it fits just for testing purposes. One more thing that I need is a new tire, and I'm gonna show you guys in a bit how I made this work. But so the problem I was having with the mini bike when I put it on the ground, there's just a pretty big gap on here because the tire is too small, and it is 11 inches tall. It's a 5-inch rim, but when you press the brake, look at that thing, like hits the ground before even touching the wheel. So I also have a wheel coming on the way. It is going to be a 12-inch or 12 inches tall as well for the same 5-inch rim. So once we get all of that, this mini bike is basically going to be done and ready to go. We're going to make a video on it running as well. But yeah, let me show you guys how I got this motor on there and some of the problems to look out for if you were to do this yourself. So starting off with problem number one, and the biggest problem on mounting up this 420 Predator on this little mini bike, was that the motor would stick out way too much to the left if I were to just mount the motor into the mini bike plate itself. First of all, the mini bike didn't mount up directly to the plate, it was too big. But what made it possible was this Go Power Sports plate, and it's just basically an adapter that lets you mount any 301s, 390s, or 420s onto basically anything. So what we did here was we made new holes for the bracket itself. So the holes that came onto the frame, we did not use those. We drilled 4 more holes out to the left over there so we can push the motor out that way, and that way the clutch will be able to line up with the rear wheel or the chain, right? Also, another thing was, once we got the motor in here, another problem we had was the chain was not lining up directly to the clutch. So as you can see right now, it's barely even clearing, which it still works, but it's barely clearing. And the way that we did that was, so I put the clutch in here, and the shaft was way too long, right? So the shaft is too long. So what I did was right where the dial pin goes in, I had to drill it in more in order to push the clutch even more in there. So I had to drill out a little bit more of the dial pin space to be able to push the clutch in all the way in. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see there, it's literally touching like the other side here. But that's the only way I was able to get the clutch pushed in even further. And the way I was able to get the clutch all good here was I used one of these little lock collar things that you use for the axles. I just got a bigger one, put it on there, and luckily it was the perfect space that I needed from the clutch to the bolt. And I just put the bolt with the washer, and this thing is basically perfect. So there you go, guys. That's the update on the mini bike. Also, I brought the ground mount just to let you guys know there is going to be content for that soon, so don't lose hope. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe, who knows, in the future we'll see 420 versus 300 Grom. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment if you have any questions, and keep in touch, because next video you're going to see that thing running and see what it does. Peace.